So good. They just released the bloopers for season 8, and they were
really
hilarious. Yeah.
They're on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to watch those. Yeah,
and Crave is the one that put them out.
Welcome into the Real Underrated Podcast. I'm your host, Joshua Holiday. With me, as always, is Mr. Timothy Beckman. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Sean Beckman over here. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
So today we're doing a special episode. Tim has been so graciously coming up with ideas for the show to do different stuff. And today we're going to be doing greatest sports movies ever.
So essentially what we did is there's a lot of sports out there, many facets to go through. We broke it down where we're doing 4 different types of sports today. We have football, baseball, racing, and golf. And we kind of bracketed it all off, so we're going to have a winner at the end of all this. But
racing being the most broad, though,
yeah,
out of those.
But the big thing here is all of us chose movies, so we are all going to argue our points. It's always going to be a one versus one on the movies, and the third person will have to pick the winner based off of the arguments that we present. So I feel like we're going to have a fun time, right? Everybody's just staring at me blankly. That's fucking great.
We're going to have a fun time. Right, guys? Fun time.
I mean, I was just waiting for you to stop talking. I don't want to talk over you there, sir.
You can talk over me. It's fine.
Okay,
he does it all the time. Excuse me?
It's fine.
What is?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you like trying that? So we're going to start off. We have our first matchup here, which is going to be Happy Gilmore versus the Benchwarmers.
Okay.
So it'd be you two versus each other, and you have to convince me which one's the better one.
I'll let you start off. Why is Benchwarmers better than Happy Gilmore?
Well, I mean, so Benchwarmers, right? The overall idea of it is a lot better than Happy Gilmore of just some schmuck that's trying to make his career in golf after he failed at his career of hockey.
He's not trying to make a career out of golf. He's just trying to make money so he can save his grandmother from being homeless. So try again, buddy.
But in the process, he's making his career out of golf because his career of hockey failed. Correct?
No, because, well, yeah, I guess he tried, so it is a failure. So yes, you were right.
He did not fail, man. He has records that stand to this day.
What, like being the only person to take off his skate and try to slash somebody on the ice? Yeah, that's a great record to have, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, but the Benchwarmer, that's a story that all of us can understand, right? You know, everybody's been an outcast at some point. Everybody's been part of that life of, oh, no, I'm the last person picked, blah, blah, blah. So what do? You get older, you got to go beat up on those kids. You got to show them who's the real man.
Is that what happened? No, because I remember what happened in the Benchwarmers, and it's losers just creating their own league so they can be all-inclusive, which is basically the equivalent of a participation trophy. Everybody gets to win.
It's not that everybody gets to win.
They're playing children, Sean.
Yes, it's only 3 people playing children. One of them which has to wear a helmet all the time.
Grown adults.
I don't know if I would classify the Gus Bus as a grown adult. Thank you very much. That's more like a half man.
Gus Bus. Okay, so my argument, because that was a weak ass argument, man.
It was.
My argument would be that fuck you, I win. Give me the points. So Happy Gilmore is a down on his luck, kind of lovable loser. Very Adam Sandler, right? All right. You get this guy who has failed time and time again to make a hockey team at all. Apparently he tries out every single year, never makes it, has a chance to play golf, is good at golf, right? So he goes out and realizes that he can make money. What does he need money for, Sean? He needs to buy his grandma's house because she hasn't paid taxes since 1994. I don't know. I don't know when the last time she didn't pay her taxes, but she hadn't been paying her taxes, and she's going to lose her house.
She doesn't want to pay her taxes. Paid her taxes since the Mud Dogs won a football game.
So she hasn't paid her taxes. She needs to do all this stuff. So he's being a good grandson by doing this for her, so he can raise money, and then in the meantime, he starts gathering new golf fans because of his demeanor. He's very abrasive. He's doing crazy stuff on the golf course which has never been seen before. What are they doing on the baseball field? Nothing. They're useless.
No, it's a team of 3 men who are beating a full team of 9 players.
No, like you said, 2.5 men.
Yeah, sorry, 2.5 men who are beating 9 players. I mean, how can you expect 2.5 men?
There's 3. What are you talking about?
How can I expect 2.5 Men to make it past season 10 because they got rid of Charlie Sheen? I don't know how many seasons there were.
I don't know. I was about to say, didn't they?
I have no idea. I know they made a season at least after he was gone, and that was weird.
I think they did too.
Did they?
Yep.
No shit. I know Ashton Kutcher at one point was the highest paid actor on TV because of that show.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. That has nothing to do with sports, unless the sports is like what rich people do with their money, like Chris D'Elia.
That wasn't the time to talk about pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, so Tim, whose argument was better for the? Well, actually, are we going? You're not going to go based on whose argument was better. What is actually the better movie? And
Well,
then
so,
we're just
like-
making an argument for it.
Well, like if you can persuade me, obviously, like beforehand, like I have my preconceived notion of what's the better movie, and unfortunately for
It's
you,
not
it's
Benchwarmers. I know.
it's not Benchwarmers.
So you had to make a more
It's-
compelling. I didn't have to say
exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
I could have sat here in silence for a minute, and it would have been fine. I would still won.
So I'm giving it to Happy Gilmore because it's the better movie.
After hearing the matchup, I was expecting that outcome, honestly.
It's all right. 'cause
Who
you-
made these brackets?
I know, right?
I did. It's all right because you're actually set up to win this whole bracket right over here because it's like in quadrants. All right, and
Quadrants.
Yeah.
Does that
Oh, we're
mean
getting
4?
fancy over here.
yeah, it does mean 4.
Is there like a X, Y, and Z on there too?
No, we're not that sophisticated. But
Dude, he was like Jim Carrey from Fun with Dick and Jane, and he's like, what the fuck was the word? He kept stumbling over the word. The statistics.
Statistics. Next one we have is you again, Ford versus Ferrari,
Damn straight.
going against me with Friday Night Lights.
How the hell did those get paired up together?
I don't know. It's like somebody over here was making the list and the
You know what
Quadrants.
Tim did? Tim already knew. He knew. He goes, if I have these matchups to these movies, then I can get one of my movies to the top, and all I have to do is argue that one. That's what
That's
you
not,
did. You
that's
said.
not the one I'm trying to argue though.
Okay, let's hear y'all's arguments.
Would you like to start? Or?
No, you can go ahead and take it.
So, I think we can all agree Friday Night Lights holds a special place in our hearts.
Oh, pulling the heartstrings, huh?
Well, I got to make a compelling argument, right? I mean, we all know what it's like to disappoint our fathers and watch that happen on national TV.
I don't know what that's like. I don't have a
if you
father.
if you watch the movie, you'll be able to understand that very relatable
Yeah, no.
emotion that we all have.
I've seen the movies.
I mean,
I didn't relate to those characters. I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
I'm telling you, Tim McGraw was quite an asshole in that movie. Like,
Was that Tim McGraw?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the dad.
The one that taped his hands to the ball?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that.
Billy Bob Thornton was amazing as the coach.
Billy
and
Bob Thornton
like,
is just amazing.
I can't remember the dude that played Booby Miles, but like he was an amazing actor. He doesn't do much anymore. But overall, like I think the movie is fantastic. Like as football movies go, it perfectly encompasses a lot of things for us, especially being here in Texas, of what Texas football, high school football truly is.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely felt very Texas. Like,
and-
they couldn't have said Odessa or anything, and you would have been like, yeah, this is in Texas.
Right. And like that's something that like really connects to us being from Texas, and we all dealt with football in one way or the other. So I mean, it always reminds me of then.
It's like a religion down here, man.
I know, and it's just one of the best movies I think, especially when it comes to football. Like it's one of my favorite football movies all time. However,
Are you going to argue for Sean now?
I am actually. I don't think it's better than Ford versus Ferrari.
What the hell, man?
I'm being 100% honest, and I'll let you argue your point. But
Yeah.
you don't need to waste too much breath because you're gonna have to go against Happy Gilmore next. But
So,
I honestly think Ford.
Here's the problem with Ford versus Ferrari. I haven't seen it,
Right.
so you're going to have to make somewhat of a compelling argument.
How
to
have
get
you
me on
not
your side.
seen it?
Tim, would you like to explain to him why I haven't seen it?
He doesn't really like Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Mostly Christian Bale.
Yeah, mostly Christian
but,
Bale.
I mean, like
Matt Damon is like, oh, Matt Damon's in this movie. I guess I can watch it. I'm not going out to see a movie because of Matt Damon, and I'm avoiding movies that have Christian Bale in it.
Okay.
I mean,
Fair.
don't get me wrong. I've seen the Dark Knight trilogy. Dark Knight Rises fucking sucks, and
You've
nobody
seen The
can admit that.
Prestige.
The Prestige is phenomenal, but that's not because of Christian Bale.
Then why is it phenomenal in your opinion?
Hugh Jackman, obviously.
Well, I mean, so Ford vs Ferrari, like that's it's just a fantastic movie. You're crazy for not even thinking of seeing it. Like
I'm not a racing guy either.
it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Based
No.
on the preview, it was like, oh, look, there's this crazy guy that's beating up this car, and Ford is going to hire him to race against Ferraris. That's what I've seen in the preview.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I see how you get that from the preview, but no.
No.
No, I get it. I understand the movie has deeper meaning and thought within the movie, but based on the trailer, I had no interest in seeing the movie. Don't shake your head at me.
I'm going to shake my head at you. I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, I get it. Trailers are supposed to bring people into theaters, but like,
Now, Speed Racer, that's a trailer.
We're not going.
where's
down
Speed
this.
Racer on this list?
It's not on the list.
You took it off of the bracket?
It was never on the bracket.
I feel like we were pencil whipped by the person making the list over here. But no, I mean, it's a fantastic movie. I mean, again, if you want to pull out heartstrings and everything, what does every guy love, right?
Pussy.
Pussy.
That's big fact. But a lot of guys
Tits.
like, okay, besides women anatomy, all right?
Food.
There's food in the movie. It's great. No, but a lot of guys, they love the idea of having a fast car in sports and racing, right? You know, everybody, they want to go fast, whether it's in your
All right, Ricky
Kia
Bobby.
Soul or your,
I have
Cube
a
down there.
Okay, I was like, I do not have a
No,
Kia
I
Soul.
know what you have. But everyone wants to go fast. And this is the perfect story about them
Going fast.
going fast and living vicariously through this movie.
Okay, I don't even remember what movie he was arguing for, but it wins. I'm just kidding. Friday Night Lights.
You're giving us Friday Night Lights?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's okay.
that's
Between the two things,
upsetting.
people wanting to go fast and football, I'm picking football every time. Either way.
I think he has a biased opinion because of Christian Bale here.
Well, there is that. And
There
like,
is that, but hey, we're three people. Okay, we can have biases.
And like personally, I think Ford vs Ferrari is a better movie, and I put my Friday Night Lights against it because I thought it would lose. But like the thing with Ford vs Ferrari is better acted.
I'm sure.
And the script is a lot better. It's just overall,
Christian Bale is considered one of the better actors in Hollywood.
and he's fantastic. But honestly, Matt Damon is what kills that movie. He is so fucking good. It's not even comparable. Like, I don't know, but I'm fine with the win. I'll take the win.
Okay. Of course you are.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm used to losing to him. It's okay.
it's fine. So you two are up again. You ready for this? We're gonna have The Replacements
That's him. Not
versus Field of Dreams.
Easy win for me.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
And because of Keanu?
Does he like Field of Dreams?
No, he hates Field of Dreams.
You think
Listen,
that?
you don't like Field of Dreams.
I do like Field of
Do
Dreams.
you?
Just not as much as you like it.
Okay, Field of Dreams is the perfect baseball movie. Okay?
How so?
Listen, he never got to meet the heartwarming part of his father, right? His father was this old grump when he was growing up, and his father died prematurely before they really reconnected and like had any type of real relationship. Okay. He builds this baseball field in the middle of his crop, putting his family on the brink of bankruptcy. All right. Just to get a chance that he doesn't even know.
us shit about pulling on heartstrings.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know that he's going to be able to meet his father. Okay. But what happens close to the end of the movie? He gets to meet his father. He gets to throw a baseball with his father.
Sounds like that's how it was written.
Yeah, that's every fucking movie ever, Sean. Like, I'm just saying, it is great. It's wonderfully paced. James Earl Jones, it's one of the few times where he gets to, you know, in recent history, he gets to actually like stretch his legs when it comes to acting, and he was fantastic. He was this previous well-known writer that was just blackballed by the parent community because all of his books are truly moving things that have controversial things in it, and you know, book burning clubs are over here burning all of his books, and he's basically had to go into hiding. And Kevin Costner brings him out of that, and he gets to enjoy the one thing that he's always loved: baseball.
I mean, that's great and all.
Suck it.
I mean, but how can you beat a story?
Moonlight Graham.
Moonlight Graham.
I mean, how can you beat a story about, you
You
know,
saw it.
saw
What, Ray?
But I mean, how can you beat a story about all these rejected athletes finding their career again in football? I mean, how does that speak more about today than any other day? What's going to happen this year? Maybe there's going to be, you know, replacement athletes in our league today.
Okay, so that's your argument?
No.
Okay, I was like, please continue, because that's a horrible argument. So basically, people that weren't good enough getting participation trophies for getting to get in the big leagues.
Yeah, but what happened whenever the actual players came back though?
I don't
Those
remember.
those teams that they were on really sucked.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
And so then the replacement players came back and played for them and were able to win the championship.
No, they got to go to the playoffs.
Or they got to go to the playoffs, whatever.
They won the season.
Each
Yeah.
of us remember a little bit more of the movie.
I remember the movie pretty vividly.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I remember it being a good movie.
I really enjoy the replacements, and it really sucks that it's against Field of Dreams here.
I know it does. But yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. The acting is actually pretty good. There's not too many issues with the acting itself. I mean, Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman in it.
But can you argue?
It's-
Can you argue the acting is better in that movie than it is in Field of Dreams? Because I don't think you can.
No,
No, you can't.
no, you can't. I mean, but the biggest part of that is that just like the same issue between any sport, between football and most other sports, is that you don't necessarily get the same personality out of your people, whether it's acting or actually playing, as you can with football or with baseball or basketball, because they're not wearing anything over their face. Because that's
That
where a
is
lot
true,
of
but
acting comes from.
Most of the acting was them coming to the sidelines, taking off their helmet, or outside of football. They were not acting on the field, man.
They were acting on the field. There was football scenes.
What I'm saying is that there's no real
Remember that
substance
scene-
there.
You've seen with the strippers that they got to be cheerleaders dancing on the side, distracting the other team.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Great scene.
on the sideline.
Yeah.
On the sideline again, not on the field.
no, the strippers were on the sideline.
Yeah.
The players were on the field.
Yep.
Okay.
Distracting the players on the field. Yeah.
Tim, what's your choice, man?
Unfortunately, it's going to be Field of Dreams, and I apologize for that, but it
Who are you
is-
apologizing to,
I know.
Sean?
I feel like I'm being set up to lose all these.
Check out his bracket. He's got
I
you-
know.
He's got you set up to lose the whole.
He was
one.
like, "Oh, I've been set up to win." Oh
You've
no.
lost 3 out of your 5 so far.
Exactly.
That's on you, man.
Why? Because I was compared up against Happy Gilmore with the Benchwarmers. Ooh, big surprise.
No, I'm.
Hey, at least wasn't Benchwarmers 2.
Oh God.
He picked the movie. He picked Benchwarmers.
I understand.
He could have picked any other baseball movie. He
Angels
could
in
have
the
had.
outfield.
He could have had Angels in the Outfield. He could have had The League of Their Own. He could have had Moneyball.
Moneyballs 2.
I mean, I don't
All
think-
those movies could have beat Happy Gilmore.
Still no.
He could have had For the Love of the Game.
My hair is messed up. I'm gonna put this right back on.
It was a good look for you.
No, I feel like Bert Kreischer. I'm just like really balding like a motherfucker. Anyway, what's the next bracket up, Tim?
Well,
Is it me and you again?
yep. Or you and me for the first time.
Oh,
He's been in all 3 so
yeah.
far.
Because I've
Yeah.
lost all 3 of the brackets.
that's your butthole. Both of our dicks. Oh, I guess there we go.
This one is Fast and Furious.
DA.
The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, the original.
The original.
Right.
And against me with The Legend of Bagger Vance.
The fuck?
Oh, it's a great golf movie. Fantastic
The
golf
Legend
movie.
of Bagger Vance. It sounds like some Dungeons and Dragons shit.
No.
The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yes.
Do you want to just go ahead and give it to him?
I want to hear. I want to hear here.
Would you? Oh, your argument goes first, buddy.
Why does my argument go first?
Because I don't have to say shit.
Is that what it is? What do I need to argue? What do I need to say?
Family.
Yeah, family,
Listen,
familia.
Family wasn't a big part on the first one.
I think this movie was a surprise hit, right?
I think a lot of people were surprised. Yeah.
Right. What did Vin Diesel have before this? What did Paul Walker have before this? Nothing. And they created a franchise from the dirt. All right. The Fast and the Furious was the first movie that launched off all these ridiculous movies that you can hate all the other ones. That's fine. But the Fast and the Furious, at its heart, was a pure racing movie with a nice little side story of stolen DVD players.
Of all things.
Of all things, yeah, black market DVD players, okay? But I'm just saying, the death scene of Jesse because he couldn't give up his father's Jetta, it's one of the saddest. It broke my heart, okay?
His broke his heart.
Broke
you
my
feel
heart.
that?
Again, with the heartstrings over here. All right.
That's all he's got.
Do you not remember, dude? I remember like crying, dude.
No, because I'm a man.
Plus, it was the first off. Have you seen Onward? That shit was sad as fuck.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that cries on Pixar movies?
No.
Okay, see?
But I'm a man and I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He holds his tears back.
Yeah. It's like the one coming down his face and goes, sucks it right back at him.
Exactly.
No, I mean it's a good movie. I can't. There's like, again, you can, like, the acting, horrific, right? It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
That's-
It's real bad.
The best actor that you have in there is Paul Walker. Like, one that
Young
can actually-
Paul Walker. Yeah.
Paul Walker didn't get that old, man. Sorry.
He got like 12 years older or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around that. 9 movies later. No, there's 7 movies, I think. Yeah, 7 was the one he
Almost 7.
almost 7. He filmed part of 7. He's 6.5. Yeah, I mean it's a good movie. It's the first time that you see Vin Diesel wreck his father's Charger, and it's actually impactful. And then they do it like 3 or 4 more times in the franchise. You're like, how many fucking times can you wreck that goddamn car? One time it exploded in a tunnel underneath Mexico, and somehow they still recovered it.
The frame was still good, man. That's all that matters.
The frame got fucked in the first movie when it hit a train. That frame literally went and got twisted in half.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is a very good point.
Yeah, like literally, like he probably had like the fuzzy dice left over, and he's like, "It's still my dad's car, though." No, it's not. Anyway, the Legend of Dragons and Dungeons.
The Legend of Bagger Vance.
There you go.
That one.
I don't feel like I need to say too much on it to win this one, but I will. Let's talk about the acting real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I'm gonna talk.
Who's in the movie?
I'm gonna talk more about it when I have to go against Field of Dreams because I don't want to waste my whole argument here. But it stars Matt Damon, and he is a wonderful.
He's a very polite young man.
He is young.
He's young. He's from Georgia. He's a very. This is set back in the fucking 20s. It's like
So he's a racist.
Well, no.
no, because
No.
he has a caddy
Who is
who's
black.
who's played by Will Smith, and he is
What the fuck is this movie?
and he is Bagger Vance.
So the legend is about Will Smith.
Yeah, because he doesn't actually exist. He's a ghost. You assume.
I'm sorry. What is this movie?
We can explain it more in Field of Dreams because the ghost thing kind of works out too. And also, our female lead on the movie, Charlize Theron.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's the.
Yeah, I'm going to go Legends of Bagger Vance.
I thought so too.
I mean, it's a fantastic
That's
golf
why
movie.
he created this bracket like this.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it is.
I should have put Legend of Bagger Vance against Field of Dreams and the replacements against Fast and Furious. I thought that probably would have gone off better.
Yeah, it probably would have fit better.
He didn't because he's an asshole.
Well, now I get Field of Dreams versus Bagger
Right.
Vance. It's a bigger movie. Next up, it's me and Holiday again. You get to be a judge on another one. Damn
Chuck it.
It is Remember the Titans versus The Sandlot.
Just give him the fucking point. Give him the point. We can argue this. We're not going to argue this one. The Sandlot is obviously the better movie. I'm voting for The Sandlot.
All right, okay.
Then he can have an argument later when it's going against something tougher. That's fucking ridiculous.
I
Who
think
made
he's-
this goddamn bracket?
I did. My next one is me versus Sean, and I will be arguing Tin Cup to his Rush.
You're doing Rush?
Yeah. Because he wouldn't let me change it to Speed Racer.
I
want
think you should let him change it to Speed Racer.
Is that what you want?
I've seen Rush once. I know what you're talking about. I was wondering what you're talking about. Yeah, well, he has Tim's hair.
Mm-hmm.
He has the longer hair. I've seen that movie one time.
We can move it over to Speed Racer if you want.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Speed Racer. It's still
Yeah.
probably going to lose, but we can go Speed Racer. It'll lose by
It's
less.
going to him. So
I'm the one. I'm the one. He has to argue Tin Cup against Speed Racer, man.
Good point.
I've seen Tin Cup once.
All right, so I'll go let you go first then, sir.
I own Speed Racer.
because you don't need to say much.
Yeah, because I really don't need to say much.
Well,
They even remembered Pops Racer was a wrestling champion. He zoomed in on the ring, man.
let me ask you a question, Holiday.
How does your heart feel?
No.
No, this isn't a heartfelt story.
When you think of sports movies, what actor comes to mind? Because me personally,
Adam Sandler.
it's Kevin Costner. Okay? Kevin Costner with Field of Dreams,
The draft.
the draft day.
Draft day.
There's Bull Durham, which is also on this list. We'll talk about that later. There's For the Love of the Game, all these wonderful movies. And then there's Tin Cup, the world's greatest
Okay, I
golf
thought
movie.
he's all these wonderful movies. And then there's Tin Cup.
The world's greatest golf movie.
Okay.
Okay? You
Not
follow...
Happy
Yes.
Gilmore.
No.
And that's fine.
But it's fine. You follow Kevin Costner on his journey to prove to a therapist that he is mentally stable by winning the U.S. Open. It's all he needed to do.
It's a great
How
story.
does that make sense? Hey, I'm mentally stable. Check this out. Boom, par 4, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, and he has an epic blow up on hole 18 of the last day of the U.S. Open and loses the Open. It's crazy.
So then he's locked up in a padded cell.
No, he gets the girl somehow. Renee Russo, who was hot as fuck in that movie. Like,
Renee Russo.
she plays Freya in Thor. She plays Thor's mom.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Even as an older lady, she's very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. She was in Lethal Weapon.
Was she?
Yeah, she's the one that gets with Mel Gibson in like Lethal Weapon 3, and then they're married in 4.
And she's like not mentioned.
Oh, she's there.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't remember 4
In the
that
background.
much. Yeah.
She's fucking beautiful.
I mean, who really remembers anything
Calm
past
down.
the first
And then-
two?
Don't whisper that. She's fucking beautiful.
And then you have Don Johnson is also in the movie as the villain.
He's
Who's-
always the villain.
I know, what a great villain. He tried to sell the house in Good Old Fashioned Orgy. Here, he's trying to get rid of kids, dogs, and old people. I mean, you got to support that kind of stuff.
Slaves and Django and Chain.
Yeah. He's just a bad guy. And then there's
So you
Cheech
want me to
Marin.
treat him like he's white? I didn't say that.
And then there's Cheech Marin.
Okay. Cheech is a cool guy. I'm not like, fuck yeah, Cheech Marin. Are you trying to appeal
your
to the half Mexican
Yeah.
side of me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's Cheech. Hey. Yeah, he was a Chihuahua in Oliver's Company. All right. So like,
I'm just saying, this is a fantastic film, and it would be utterly crazy for you to think Speed Racer is better.
Sean.
Well,
just dared you
I'm going to start my argument. So, do you know how Tin Cup ends?
I just
Do you know? No. Do you know the reason why he has a blow up on hole 18?
Because he wasn't going to get the girl.
No, he already had the girl.
Because
He saw Speed Racer.
he wanted to get a hole in one.
That's not true. You didn't even watch the fucking movie, okay?
No, but no. I mean, he had a blow up. Shows his own self destructiveness. So, what's the point of him trying to prove to a therapist he's mentally stable, right? He blows himself up.
I like how he's using an argument for Speed Racer by just downing your movie.
That's how I want to start this, right? But Speed Racer, you love it. I love it. He hates it for whatever God unknown reason. I don't know. He just hates Speed Racer. But it's a fantastic movie.
But he likes anime.
Yeah, I know, right? I guess he doesn't like anime with real people in it. Racist.
You probably like Dragon Ball Evolution.
You probably like Dragon Ball GT, don't you?
You probably like The Legend of Chun-Li.
I did like The Legend of Chun-Li. No, I'm joking. No, all these things you're saying are terrible things. Why would I like them? Including Speed Racer.
No.
Speed
Yes.
Racer is great. It has a good cast that actually does pretty good acting for given the budget of the film.
No. Whoa. Go back. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be like the third party here. It has a perfect cast that is acted like a cartoon. So it's perfectly done. Christina Ricci can act, but she acted like Trixie being like kind of bubbly and goofy because that is what that calls for, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
But and then
I wonder which way he's voting.
I know, right? And then the visuals of it are just
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. Like,
Beautiful movie.
Yeah. Even though some people don't like the cuts in it, but like it's just
Me.
fantastic.
That's the first time you've ever heard that.
No, I've heard other people
Oh,
say
okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just fantastic, especially the final race.
Oh yeah,
Like-
beautiful. That did like the perfect amount of flashbacks that gets the point across with Rex Racer and everything. It's great.
Yeah, it's just beautifully shot. I mean, just the
It's got a huge guy, dude. Real quick, I'm so sorry. John Goodman, Susan Sarandon,
Listen.
Christina Ricci.
Listen. If you want to talk about it more, just vote for it and we'll talk about it in the next round more.
The Wachowskis made it, man.
Okay. If you continue talking about it, I'm assuming you're giving me the point.
I give the point to Speed Racer.
There you go.
Why'd you click it twice? So it was already out. The pin was already out because he clicked it twice. So it means it was out. He put it in and then he put it back out.
because he was frustrated by us talking about Speed Racer so much.
Don't worry, it made it to the next round. We're gonna talk about it some more.
Yeah, we are. The next one up is me versus Holiday again.
What up,
And
baby
it's-
boo?
Ricky Bobby versus the Water Boy.
Okay, first off, Ricky Bobby is not a movie title.
Sorry, Talladega Nights. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
There we go. Oh, am I going first?
Might as well.
The Water Boy is about a special ed kid that lives at home with his mama. All right, and all he dreams about
Back with the heartstrings, I see.
is becoming a football player. So not even to
He
be.
doesn't dream
Listen,
about being a football player.
shut your mouth, Tim.
He
Let
wants
me.
to
shut
be a
your
wrestler.
mouth.
Yeah, he
actually.
does.
Shut your-
Captain Insano's going
Shut
to open a
your
can of whoop ass
mouth.
on you.
Shut it. Both of you, shut it. Now listen.
My mama said.
He becomes an outstanding football player, breaking NCAA records. Okay. But why does he do this? He does it to get an education because he wants to be smart, because his mom oppressed him for all of his childhood and into his adulthood because he's 31 years old.
And still wets his sheets as a 31-year-old.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. All right. But don't worry. Vicky Valancourt, she's going to take good care of him. He's going to be good. All right.
She showed him her boobies, and he liked those too.
I'm just saying, I used to have the biggest crush on her when I was a kid. Now that I look at it, I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. She kind of has like an evil vibe about her. She got them teeth, man.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's just a wonderful movie. When it comes to football, it's got some good football scenes. Like, Tim quotes this all the time.
Sure, I do.
You owe me $50. You said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you asshole. You crazy asshole. See? Anyway, so that's my argument for The Waterboy.
So, Talladega Nights, Ballad of Ricky Bobby, is about a specially challenged boy living at home with his mom. And his deadbeat dad left him, right?
Oh, man. It's like the same movie.
But he left him with a code, something to live by for the rest of his life. And it's something that you and I share to this day. If you ain't first, you last. Okay?
Well, hell, Bobby, that don't make any sense. You could be second, third, even fourth.
I must have been high when I said that.
And he found the opportunity to go fast finally as he was working in the pit crew for the Crazy Clown malt liquor car. And he went fast. He came in third somehow because the original driver got out of the car to get a chicken sandwich. It was really good, apparently. And he turned into a mogul of NASCAR. And to watch somebody achieve such success that Bobby Boucher could never attain is maybe one of the greatest moments of my entire life. Watching that movie makes me feel better about me.
Bobby Boucher is one of two of
Can
the
you
top
imagine
No, shut
being
your mouth.
such an asshole that you name your kids Walker and Texas Ranger? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
How could you not love that guy?
Listen,
His best friend thinks Jesus is just wearing a tuxedo t-shirt, just chilling. 'Cause
and
it says
listening to Leonard Skinner.
I'm at a Leonard Skinner concert in the front row, and I'm
Hammered drunk.
and Jesus is singing lead vocals. He's got angel wings, and I'm just like, what? And I'm just telling you, man. How else would you know how to turn up your radio while listening to the TV if you didn't like to party? You know what I mean?
I mean, you do make some very good points
I thought so.
there about Talladega, but I'm still going to give it to the Waterboy. It's a
Oh,
I
fucking
had to
sucks
try.
to be you, nerd. I
mean-
really thought he had you.
no, because even back whenever him and I were young, like we would quote the entire movie.
The Waterboy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you meant Talladega Nights.
No, of Waterboy. Like it was a great movie that him
I
and
Is
know.
that
I
why you
grew
quote
up
it so
with.
often?
Yeah, I knew I was going to lose that one.
Bet you Giger Walter throws it touchdown. Check it out.
All right, so in our last first round bracket,
That is the water that you serve to your players. Mm-hmm. It is imperative that I become your water boy.
it is me versus Sean, and it is me defending Bull Durham to Sean's the greatest game ever played.
Okay, this is a fair
Yes.
fight because I have seen neither one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I might have seen Bull Durham because of Tim, but I don't remember it.
Should I just start or?
No, you can go for it.
So Bull Durham. Josh, when you think of sports movies, what do you think of, like actor wise? Because I think of
Adam Sandler.
Kevin Costner.
I think of Adam Sandler, The Longest Yard, Happy Gilmore,
I think Kevin
The
Costner
Waterboy.
exclusively because of Bull Durham.
Uncut
because
Gems,
Bull Durham to me,
Mr. Deeds.
Bull Durham is my second favorite baseball movie all time. Like, I love Bull Durham immensely. You have
Was Will Smith Bull Durham?
no Bull Durham's the name of the team in
Bull Durham?
they're the Durham Bulls.
Oh, so
They're in,
somebody was
It's a
dyslexic.
minor league team.
it's a minor league team in North Carolina. in Durham, North Carolina.
Is that a real place?
Yes, it's a real place. It's a real team.
Yeah,
Oh.
100% real.
He actually played for him when
yeah,
they did.
no, that's a lie. It was during Pee Wee ball. Our team was the Bull Durhams.
Oh, I think you meant Kevin Costner. I'm like,
Durham
that's
Bulls.
cool.
No.
So it stars Kevin Costner. Also stars one of your new favorite actors, Tim Robbins.
One of my new favorite actors.
Yeah, you watched
Listen,
Shawshank.
yeah, but I liked him before then because of Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Catch me if you can.
So this is a young Tim Robbins. To give you an idea of how young, this is also where he meets his wife, was on the set of this movie. Susan Sarandon was also in the movie.
Someone tag me on Instagram.
That's exciting. I'm trying to explain Bull Durham to you. Can you please pay attention?
Yeah, go for it.
You wasted. I hate you. Anyway, so
What are you talking about? I'm just kidding.
So the story essentially goes is Tim Robbins is a new up-and-coming pitcher, super young. He's trying to get better, and they bring a veteran catcher in, Kevin Costner, to teach him how to become a better pitcher. And it really
This is the
like
one where he fucks the teacher.
the teacher.
That's Tin Cup. He fucks a woman. He goes to her house and like really easily gets into her pants. It's Kevin Costner, but I cannot remember. For
It's
the life of
Bull
me.
Durham.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what-
have seen Bull Durham.
Yeah, that's with Susan Sarandon later in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But the movie accurately portrays what it's like to be a minor league baseball player, and it really portrays baseball at that time period and like how the game has progressed even from there to now. Like it is by far one of the best representations of baseball in film.
Better than the Babe.
Better than the Babe.
Okay.
Better than 61?
Better than 61.
Really? Even with the use of steroids in 61, which is a very large part of
Baseball.
allegedly a large part of baseball. Don't throw out any accusations here.
Allegedly.
It's a big part of baseball.
God damn it! Who drank all the Gatorade?
But
what football
that is what I feel about Bull Durham. The greatest game ever played, my friend.
All right, so I feel like I'm at a little bit disadvantaged because you feel like you've seen Bull Durham at least once, when you've never seen the greatest game ever played.
Yeah, but you got a major advantage.
Why?
You don't know yet, but
Oh, okay. So Shia LaBeouf is in it. He is.
You win! Congratulations!
So he all right. He's the main actor. This is just 2 years after Holes, right? So still young Shia LaBeouf before he's really
Before he could act.
yeah, and he could act in this movie. Yeah. He actually did a fantastic job in this movie. But it's a
I watched this movie a couple weeks ago. I actually really like this movie.
Closer to the microphone, man.
I'm fine. He's talking.
yeah, my turn. No, but so this is about a 20-year-old kid who is trying to win a U.S. championship, right? This is back in the early 1900s, and he is playing against his idol, the one he grew up looking after and all that.
Yeah, that's what an idol is. I understand.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. And he does all this to his father's disdain, or his father's not wanting him to do it because he's going to make the family look bad, and he needs to do
Why would he make the family look bad?
because his father feels like he's just going to be a failure in
Oh, okay.
competing in golf.
Well, yeah, because golf is a game for gentlemen, not game for commoners, and he's just making a fool out of himself because all they want him there for is to make fun of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
so
he is
basically
he was a caddy, and that's all he's ever been. And then he became a golfer.
That's kind of like Zoolander, where his dad's ashamed of him for being a male model.
Sure.
Kind of. I mean, like it's different in a lot of respects, especially since like the dad actually comes around in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. I think
the black lung.
I'm proud of you both.
Merman.
I'm a merman.
Merman.
Yeah, I get it. Anyway, continue your this beautiful blue steel.
No, that wasn't Blue Steel. That was one of his many other poses.
If you can name another one, I'd be shocked.
Le Tigre.
There you go.
Suck it.
I didn't say you. I said him.
Say Le Tigre.
Le Tigre.
Oh.
Don't say it like me.
But no, so he goes out, he competes in the U.S. Open, and as he's competing with his idol, he just stuns the world with how great of a golfer he is. Ends up winning it all, brings glory to his family name. It's just overall a fantastic
Does his
movie.
father accept him in the end of the
Yes.
movie? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we all want, right? Father acceptance.
Well,
you know?
so I'll explain it for him. Like the ending of the movie, because he was an amateur player, not a professional player, he wasn't going to get paid for winning the U.S. Open. And so at the end of the movie,
Is that like a real thing?
it's a real thing.
Oh, shit.
Real thing. So at the end of the movie, when he wins the Open, all the fans that were there to see him, because he was facing off against 2 British people in the final.
Like the best of the best kind of thing.
Well, yeah. And so he was the only American still in the U.S. Open and was the one that won it. And he was the second
How
American.
the hell is it the U.S. Open and we're getting beat by the Brits?
Well, so he was actually the second American-born person to win the U.S. Open. There's only ever been one before him that had done it.
Is this based on a true story?
But 100% true. But every other golfer that had won the U.S. Open before him was either born in England or in another country, but they were not an American-born person.
Right.
So anyway, so when he wins, all the fans like lift him up, and then they start handing him money because they knew he didn't get paid for winning the Open and everything like that. And he had won. He basically like he defended the country or whatever you want to look at it like.
It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah, and so they starts picking up money and putting it in his hat, and he was going to give it to his caddy too and help out. And then all of a sudden he reaches out for a bill, and his father was there handing him a bill, showing him how proud he was that he was able to win. And like it was a really touching moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, since he just saw it, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh for me.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm going to have
up
to
to you,
give it to Tim.
You're giving it to me?
Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry. Even though I love beef.
You only made it through with 1.
that's fine.
And I want to knock you out in the next round with it too.
Even though I love the beef, man.
Well, this is just a bunch of me versus Holiday.
Well, then let's give it to Sean.
Well, let's go with the first one. Happy Gilmore versus Friday Night Lights.
Let me see 1 second.
I don't feel like I have to argue too much on this one. You know why?
Why?
Because the price is wrong, bitch.
I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
All right, I'm arguing Happy Gilmore.
Against Friday Night Lights.
So I don't have to argue very much.
That's how you feel?
Well, I prefer comedies over dramas, so
Yeah, well, it's him voting.
I have to make another argument for it. Let's see.
You got to make an argument that beats mine.
His girl leaves him.
Oh my god.
He finds a sport
Kiss you all over.
and over and again till the night closes in. He has a quick rebound with an old Asian lady,
Quick rebound.
and then he becomes a sports phenomenon in the wrong sport. He is Happy Gilmore. No, it's a great movie. It's a fun, hilarious movie, very quotable. Can you say his movie's quotable? Name one quote. Yeah, you can't. There we go. Argument closed. Tim?
I mean, just because a movie is quotable doesn't make it a great movie.
Yes, it does.
So, Friday Night Lights is better than Happy Gilmore for a lot of reasons. Mostly acting, because we can say what we want to about Adam Sandler, but who was the next big lead in that?
Bob Barker.
Carl Weathers. What a shitty guy that guy is. I watched him steal Tobias Funke's money week after week for months, okay? Terrible fucking actor. And I don't even remember the chick's name.
4.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, Sonya Blade? No.
No, it wasn't Sonya.
No, Sonya was in
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, yeah. I don't know her name.
Julie Bowen.
Yeah, Julie Bowen.
She was a hottie patati.
Yeah, sure. Then you had Shooter McGavin, or Christopher McDonald, as most people know him as.
Oh, you know some of my other work. What is it? Not Patrick.
Goose McKenzie.
Yeah,
Goose McKenzie.
Goose McKenzie. Oh, you know me from other work. Most people know me for. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And he took a shot off Frankenstein's fat foot.
Nah, you got to play where it lies.
It's a very quotable movie, okay? There's no argument there against Happy Gilmore. But my argument against Happy Gilmore is it is, A, not a great representation of golf.
Why?
Because he doesn't take it seriously.
Because nobody can drive a ball 400 yards every drive.
Happy Gilmore can.
No. Happy Gilmore, because they wrote him
On the
that way.
contrary, Happy Gilmore did that feat no more than an hour ago.
And Friday Night Lights, based on a true story, very close to home story with it being about Texas high school football, is just honestly one of the best sports movies all time, and can
Of all
stack
time.
up of all time,
All time.
fucking 10.
10.
We didn't even put Varsity Blues on the list, but
It was close.
it was close. It almost got there. But Friday Night Lights is just the quintessential movie.
I'm so sorry. I do like so I don't know why when I thought of Varsity Blues, I thought of Chris Evans. Oh, it's not a Sunday. It's a banana split.
Not another teen movie.
Yeah, because it's making fun of Varsity Blues, so it's like shit. He just turns around with that banana hanging out of his ass. That shit was hilarious.
Anyway, Friday Night Lights is the superior movie for multiple reasons. That's the end of my argument.
All right, I'm going to go with Happy Gilmore.
Are you fucking kidding
Yeah.
me?
Boom.
I mean,
Knuckles.
I do agree with Holiday here. In my mind, it is I wouldn't say a much better movie, but it is a better movie by a little bit than Friday Night Lights.
It's gonna last longer.
It will.
than Friday Night Lights. There'll be a remake of Friday Night Lights before there's ever a remake
Well, I mean,
of an Adam Sandler movie.
well, I mean, they already did the TV show with it, so
And apparently that's better. So
yeah.
I'm letting you know right now, had you won Ford versus Ferrari here, you would have won this regardless. Because I can admit when something's a better movie. But let's move on to the next one, which
hey,
is
this
me.
is your guess, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, you're the one who brought me on.
Yeah.
Mainly because I was your last choice, but still.
Yeah, we
Next
brought on
one.
Mike. Mike probably would have been impartial.
Right.
He'd be like, comedies are good, but
Well, I don't feel confident about this one, but we'll see. We have Field of Dreams versus The Legend of Bagger Vance.
I thought the first time it was Field of Dreams versus The Legend of Bagger Vance.
No, it was-
Fast and Furious.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you had to go against the replacements with your Field of Dreams.
I got you.
Do you want to start, or I could speak.
Listen. What is his name?
Kevin Costner. The guy you think about when you think about sports?
Doc.
James Earl Jones.
No, what's his name? Doc, the kid. The kid they pick up. His name is
Moonlight Graham.
Moonlight Graham. Duh. No shit. I don't know why I was blanking on it. He had to give up his passion of baseball to save a little girl choking on a hot dog. He couldn't go back. And Kevin Costner was forever grateful. And it made him a lot of money because now people can see the ghost. For whatever reason, Moonlight Graham stepping off that baseball field saved his farm. Mic drop. Don't drop those mics. Those are much more expensive than this one is.
Well, to be fair, I don't have any more opportunities to drop a mic, so it's okay.
So let's talk about The Legend of Bagger Vance real quick. Let's talk about the greatest thing about this movie, which is the opening scene,
Okay.
where Jack Lemmon, are you familiar with who that is?
There's like Liz Lemon and
Lululemon?
No, Jack Lemmon was. Did you see the movie Grumpy Old Men?
I did.
Okay, he was the more bald one,
Not
not the jolly one,
right.
not Walter Matthau.
What is his name, man? Robert. Isn't it Robert Redford? No, he played.
What are you talking about?
You shut your mouth. In Grumpy Old Men,
Okay,
that guy that you're talking about.
Jack Lemmon.
Sure. Is that his actual name?
Yes,
That's
that
his
is
real
his
name.
actual name.
Oh, okay. I thought he played Robert Downey Jr.'s dad in Due Date or whatever. I got actors mixed up. Show me his face.
From what?
Anything. Just look up Jack Lemmon.
Well, I mean, that's his IMDb picture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I
Newer
was
picture
asking.
than that.
Go to the top.
Hold on a second. It's the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
One on the left.
I guess I haven't seen that movie in many moons. I
So,
saw it when I was a
most
kid.
people have.
So
It's
Jack
okay.
Lemmon, at the ripe old age of 82,
Well,
is
real
walking
quick,
on a golf course.
I did watch that. I'm so sorry. I did watch that because the other guy is in Dennis the Menace. He plays Mr. Wilson next
Right.
door. Anyway, go for it.
So anyway,
He's walking through the snow.
he's walking on a golf course.
Okay, in the snow.
No snow. There was snow in that picture you looked at. And so you got the snow.
Oh, fun fact. Christian McDonald is in Grumpy Old Men.
Really?
Hey. And
That's a fun fact.
on his little walk, he has a heart attack.
And then lands face first in the snow.
And he falls. There's no snow.
Just messing with you.
And that makes him remember about the time when Matt Damon came back home from the war and won a golf tournament. And that's what the whole movie's about right there.
Really?
Yeah. And
So he was a young man with Matt Damon at the time.
yes, he was a very young child.
Wasn't he the caddy?
He ended up
Or
being the
helped
caddy.
being the caddy?
Yeah.
So real quick-
he helped out Bagger all the time.
So that starts off the whole movie.
Yeah, him having a heart attack.
And dying.
So
He-
tell
he
me
doesn't
why.
die. Well, actually, he does die,
dies.
but
So tell me why Tim hates. Tell me why Tim hates Rosebud, and then drops the globe.
because it's not about sports. It's about a fucking sled.
It's a sled. There, I saved you 2.5 hours of titless action or whatever it is.
2 titless hours.
Or whatever.
Um,
So it's set up exactly the same though. Someone dies at the beginning, and then they go, "Here's what happened."
no, I mean it doesn't explain why he died.
Oh, it's just a memory he had.
Yeah.
What a weird thing to think about
Well,
another
so-
dude as you're about to die.
This is
Two
why.
other dudes.
That's pretty gay.
Well, this is why it's like up to your discretion about Bagger Vance being a ghost, is because towards the end of the movie, Bagger Vance leaves Matt Damon and is like, "You're good on your own. I can't help you anymore."
And then a young Will Smith picks him up out of the snow.
No, and Will Smith
The snow.
and Will Smith walks to the beach and then disappears into the water. Like he doesn't walk into the water. It's like the mist, like around the beach, like fog, and then he just disappears. And then when Jack Lemmon dies, he gets back up and keeps on going with his golf clubs down the golf course. And there's Will Smith waving at him at the end of the golf course.
Not aged.
Not aged. He was still Bagger Vance.
So he wasn't a ghost. I see what you're saying. Oh, maybe Will Smith was a ghost. I was thinking more like he thought of that memory, and Bagger Vance probably died years ago.
And he just added
And
into
then
the memory.
right? And then when he died, now he's seeing dead Bagger Vance. Yeah, I guess you could take it either way.
I mean, it's either that, or
It's
it could
cooler
be,
that Will Smith was
or
a
it
ghost
could be
the whole time.
another Fight Club situation.
Or, you could go the route like
He's Will Smith.
No, that is just a figment of his imagination.
Oh,
you could go the other route that Will Smith is.
his split personality disorder.
Some people have said that he's like the Grim Reaper or even just like an angel.
That's pretty cool. I like the Grim Reaper idea.
But that's one of the things about his character that I really like. And
Though he didn't have a Jamaican accent, so
no, why would the Grim Reaper have a Jamaican accent?
the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Okay. So, and I would like to also put out there that
Both of these would be his if he's one.
no, that that
No, Josh. If I just King of the Kiss,
right.
You
So
do
you
this,
could have
do
either
this.
had Friday Night Lights versus Field of Dreams or Legend of Bagger Vance versus Happy Gilmore, but we cannot do Happy Gilmore versus Field of Dreams. Okay,
We absolutely can. Why? That's how brackets work.
I understand, but my last argument that I would want to make is that the love story that Charlize Theron and Matt Damon had was better than any love story you had out of Field of Dreams.
It's not true. He was already married and happily married.
I wouldn't say happy.
Why wasn't he happy?
They were stressed.
About
He cut
losing
out
the
a lot
farm.
of crop just to have a fucking baseball field for nobody.
But his wife had his back.
Kinda.
Annie, what was that? All right,
She thought he was crazy.
a little bit, but she loved him anyway. And then they went to that high school book burning club, and she said, "You step outside, you Nazi cow." All right, and he supported her. That's not true. He pulled her out of there and was like, "We got to go."
All right, regardless, even before seeing that, if you did win, it would be you versus you.
That's fine.
No, I was already, deciding.
So you're
on
only
Legend.
deciding against because it would be me versus me.
No, I said before I realized it would be that.
Oh,
I already made my decision.
to be me?
No, to be him.
Oh my God.
To do Legends of Bagger Vance. I do feel like it is a better movie than Field of Dreams.
Okay.
Field of Dreams is widely regarded as the best baseball movie ever made.
And that's fine. A lot of people can be wrong. Just like they are about the prequels.
Okay.
Listen, man, episode 3 is the only good. I keep saying good because it is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love episode 3. But those movies are shit. Someone needed to take George Toy Boy Lucas's fucking script away and stop letting him write.
So here's one that if I lose, I'm going to be really pissed off about. It's me and Sean.
Speed Racer.
Sean is going with Speed Racer, and I am going with The Sandlot.
I thought we were already at the top.
That was on one side.
That was on one side.
We have a whole nother side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been
There's
going the whole time right over here.
Oh,
So we're up here now.
okay, I gotcha.
so that way you have a meet in the middle.
I understand. I thought I was meeting in the middle with myself.
So I feel like I'm at a disadvantage, and I didn't talk about The Sandlot last time, so I'll speak on the topic. The Sandlot is the greatest baseball film, sports movie ever made. The end.
I thought that was Field of Dreams.
No.
What's your argument, Sean?
What's my argument? That Speed Racer is the greatest racing movie right now.
Oh my God! I have to pick between the Sandlot and Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Please make y'all's arguments.
Is this going to be a difficult one for you?
Listen, one is a childhood classic. I grew up with. I love it. Cindy Peppercorn.
Yeah.
And then we have Speed Racer, which I love. It's just, please.
Would you like to go first? Or?
No, you can go first. I'll see what your argument is. Base it off if I need to really even speak or not.
Let's talk about quotability. Just for a second. Quotability is very important in movies. I know we said earlier that it wasn't, or Sean at least trying to make that argument. But if we had to make quotes about Speed Racer or The Sandlot, how many more are you going to have for The Sandlot? It's too many. There's so much. You're Killing Me, Smalls. It's The Great Bambino. That's two right there.
Without Speed Racer, but without Speed Racer, we wouldn't have Ninja Assassin. So it's like,
How does that have any bearing on how good of a sports movie it is?
doesn't have to be. It's a racing movie.
Yeah.
It's not a sport.
We're arguing sports movies. This is a bracket for sports movies. And we opened up racing to Speed Racer, which I didn't think was a sport movie because it's not really about racing.
It is
It is 100%
racing.
about racing. Yes, they have to win back their family name because they've been thrown to the side and they're in a tournament.
His
a
last name is Racer.
Yeah, literally, it's Pops Racer, Mom
understanding.
Racer, Spritle, Chim Chim.
Was he always named
Rex?
Pops Racer, or did he like change his name?
I always wondered that because you got Rex Racer, Speed Racer, Spritle Racer, Mom Racer, Pops Racer.
Yeah, they probably changed their names after they had kids.
So when
That's what I'm assuming.
Speed has a kid, is
It could be. Could be Pops Jr.
And then his dad's gonna have to change his name.
to Grandpa Racer.
Grandpops.
I mean, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I know.
I love Speed
know.
Racer, but the Sandlot obviously wins this
Yeah,
one,
I
man.
know.
And Sean has been eliminated.
So that means Sean has 0 movies left.
Yeah, because you couldn't give him the greatest game ever played and gave me Bull Durham.
Why are you mad at me about that?
Because I wasn't trying to win it.
Isn't this whole thing about winning, Tim?
Yeah, I was gonna win with another movie.
Okay.
The Sandlot. The next movie
I wanna kiss you all over.
is Waterboy versus Bull Durham.
I don't need to make an argument. You thought Bull Durham should have lost the last time.
I know, I gotta really make an argument for this one now.
Yeah, make your argument.
So Bull Durham,
Mama's did. Alligator's honorary. Because he got all them teeth and no toothbrush to brush them with. Well, folks, Mama is wrong again. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right.
Bull Durham
Looks like something's wrong with his medulla oblongata.
is great. Okay. Like, you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
You know how great it is. I mean, I shouldn't have to explain it to you. But it's
Cold.
widely better than anything that
it's always
shithead
cold.
Jew Adam Sandler could ever put on a fucking screen.
Whoa, man.
All right, that was
That's not cool, man. I'm about to close my laptop and get out of here.
Why do you start talking like that all of a sudden?
I'm talking like what?
Like a Jets fan.
Like a Jets fan.
Do you need to change your hat over there, sir?
No. That's exactly what it needs to be.
Okay.
Plus, I got the Jets green right there.
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know why this hat has green right there. Apparently, that's the cheapest color to put on the bottom of baseball hats.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've, like, you look at most hats, like back in the 90s, they all had green right here.
Interesting.
It's a fun fact.
To continue my point with Bull Durham, it is widely quotable.
You can't use quotable against the water boy.
I can. There's lollygaggers. Okay.
Keep going. Come on, give me some more quotability from.
Yeah, let's
Bull
do
Durham.
this. How about you quote as many things you can, and I'll quote as many things as I can, and whoever has the most quotes wins.
If you want to go quotability here.
Fine.
What is your next one to be? How many stitches are on a baseball?
No, I wasn't going to talk about how many stitches are on a baseball. Although,
Same number as the beads on a rosary.
yeah.
Is that a quote?
That is a quote.
Yeah.
That's actually the opening line of the movie.
I thought it was about a dude dying in the snow. Just kidding. I'm joking.
That
I'm
was-
off of it.
that was
I'm
the-
off of it.
That was
I'm
Bagger
off of it.
Vance.
Oh, so you admit there was snow?
No, because it was in Georgia the whole time. It doesn't snow in Georgia.
No, it does. I've seen The Walking Dead. It snowed in there.
That's not a real show.
That is a real show.
No.
No, the show exists.
No, it doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't really have much to say about Bull Durham because, like,
You know you lost.
I can't I can't beat Waterboy. Like, it just can't happen.
So why don't you just go ahead and mark it down there, bud?
Okay.
Market zero.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Okay.
I just want to hear the. I just want to hear the pitter patter of little feet.
So we have
How do we not have bowling on here, dude? Kingpin, Uncle Buck.
Big Lebowski.
well, first of all,
Big
Uncle Buck
Lebowski?
is not really about bowling.
He's an avid bowler
He
and a golfer.
He bowls what, twice in the movie?
He bowls once in the movie.
Oh, okay.
He also golfs once in the movie.
All right, that'd be like making Happy Gilmore a hockey movie because he plays hockey twice.
Well, technically, you could argue that putter that he gets at the end.
You could argue. But we're going to argue what a better movie Happy Gilmore is than The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Is this the number one spot?
This
Number 2.
yeah, this is
This is to get to the
to get to the
championship.
final.
And what am I doing?
You're arguing Happy Gilmore against The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Real quick, do I have a chance of getting the Waterboy versus Happy Gilmore?
There is a chance, yes.
I don't see it happening.
Because you're going to pick the Legend of Bagger Vance because
No, he should pick Happy Gilmore here.
I agree. There's even need to be an argument here.
No, not really. It's going to be Happy Gilmore.
Boom.
All right. But there's no real need for an argument on the other one either.
What's the other one?
The Sandlot versus the Waterboy.
Waterboy wins.
No.
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 What? Guys, I feel like you're sandbagging me.
No.
All right.
Wholeheartedly.
Let's do the quote thing. You name all the quotes. I name all the quotes. We go after it.
Okay.
Are any of those kids still acting? I don't think so. Adam Sandler's happily acting.
I wouldn't say happy.
He's
Yeah,
acting.
he's
He's
getting
acting
paid.
to get vacations for him and his buddies.
Okay, first off, Uncut Gems it proves that that's not true. Even though he has said on record that he just takes his family on vacation now because of a movie. Just go with it.
That's what he does with his Netflix deals. Because he shoots on location for those.
Sandy Wexler. He took a vacation to Hollywood.
I mean, there could have been other scenes. I didn't watch the whole movie.
I don't remember it that well. I remember liking it. It was like, it's just not one of his more likable characters. You know what I did download the other day, though? That's My Boy. Gotta love that movie.
Gotta.
Baseball movie. They play baseball in it.
That is true.
He hits some wicked dingus. All right, what's the next argument?
You were still trying to make your Waterboy argument.
It's not winning. He already said it's not winning. I don't need to make an argument for this.
Oh, well, then I went on that one as well. So we are at our final, which is
The Sandlot versus the Waterboy.
versus Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Shit!
See how this goes.
That's even worse. We got to make an argument because this is the final one.
Honestly, I was planning for this one to be The Sandlot versus Field of Dreams. When I made the bracket, that's what I thought was going to happen. No offense to you.
Okay, so I have to make an argument that's better than a whole bunch of kids enjoying themselves during the summer break.
Yeah. With Dennis Leary being there. Can you think of a more compelling story than a family heirloom signed by a legend
You know what's funny
getting
about
stolen by a dog?
he thought Field of Dreams was going to be part of this, but you know who's still a part of it? James Earl Jones. All right. He's in both movies.
Right. He was going to be in it regardless.
Yeah.
He steals that ball.
You know what? Here's my argument. His movie's racist. So in the memory, when they're talking about the Beast, his owner is a white guy. Turns out he's a black guy because kids are racist.
You're going to have to dive a little bit deeper on that one.
Why did they assume that the dog owner's owner was white?
Why would they assume he's black?
Because he is black.
Because nobody's ever seen him.
They have never seen him.
Forever.
Yeah, he's been in there forever.
Forever.
Because he's blind and he can't go outside, really.
Yeah, ever since he took a fastball to the face.
Shut out the lights.
Shut out the lights.
My guy's impairment is he's missing a hand. Okay? So, black guy versus black guy.
You're only black guy in the entire film.
You have a black kid
Yeah,
and a black
that's
guy.
two.
So how are they racist if there's a black kid?
Yeah, they play with a black kid.
They let him play with them. What position does he play?
He's the pitcher.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's one of the pitchers, yes.
That's racist.
What?
Because obviously he has a stronger arm than all the white kids.
Okay.
Or he's just more accurate with his throws than all the white kids.
So you're saying he's more athletic?
No, more accurate in athleticism. It is not.
He's a better pitcher.
How many pitchers do you know are more athletic than the other people on the team? And any,
Athletic?
yeah.
Not.
Then why would you try to make the argument he's more athletic than the other people? If he was more athletic, wouldn't he be playing outfield?
I got you. I understand what you're saying. But if he felt like he was playing outfield, then he was being put out there because he was black. They wanted him far away.
It's a very good point.
So what do you guys say, huh?
You've made
I know.
You've made no argument here.
in all of your
I don't have an
ramblings-
argument. If we're yeah, there you go. Billy Madison over here. If we're being honest, I'm going to vote for him also. So, like, I kind of got fucked on this one. I got shafted. All right. The Waterboy should have gone up.
He got shafted out of anybody.
Yeah, he lost all 5 of his immediately. Speed Racer's the only one that moved on.
And Speed Racer almost beat the Sandlot. There was a split second that you wanted to do it. I know you do.
So it's my fault that I'm losing here?
Yeah.
I just put Speed Racer up there? I could have Speed Racer versus Happy Gilmore?
You would have had Speed Racer versus the Waterboy, and I would have had to vote. And the Waterboy
Waterboy
would have
would've won.
won.
And then I could have the water. Damn. All right. Well, obviously, the better movie, the more enjoyable movie that people are going to live by for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it's just a '90s kid movie. I don't hang out with kids these days, but I'm sure like The Sandlot has lived on, kind of like the Little Rascals and stuff like that.
No, I'm sure it's like it's a movie that you would show your son. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
it's that type
cannot
of
wait.
movie, and our generation is having kids, so I'm sure kids nowadays are seeing the movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that it'll last longer. I mean, because Adam Sandler, like as much as I love Adam Sandler, I'm going to show my kid Adam Sandler because I love Adam Sandler. But is everyone going to be showing their kid Adam Sandler movies? Probably not.
No,
No,
It was like
especially seeing how most of his older movies are
Not relatable.
racist.
not politically correct nowadays.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Billy Madison, how much of that is really something that you would want to show your kid in today's society about being a
First off,
drunken kid trying to get his GED and have to...
I don't really like Billy Madison all that much. If we're being honest, like his stupid "you pee your pants and you cool kid," this is annoying.
Shampoo conditioner argument.
Shampoo is better, conditioner is better. Like it's just like when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is hilarious." This is, you know. And then now, the only thing that's lived with me, his best movie for me is Big Daddy, 50 First Dates. Those 2 movies.
Which is kind of surprising.
Why?
Because I feel like you quote Mr. Deeds more than any of the other Adam Sandler movies.
What do I quote from Mr. Deeds? Went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, but
That's
not,
also
not-
from That's My Boy.
Yeah, that's in a lot of them though.
He can't name him because he's a liar.
No, I've heard you say the Johnny McEnroe shit before.
Hanging out with Johnny McEnroe. Johnny McEnroe is also in anger management.
You quote JB Smoove from that actually all the fucking time. I hear you say that shit a lot.
Oh, it has the ups and downs. That could have been from movie 43.
No, it wasn't though.
It wasn't.
JB Smoove actually had a great quote in movie 43.
Would you like to say the quote? You shit on horse.
You poop on a lady. You shit on a whore.
Anyway, so number one sports movie in this bracket.
Is going to be The Sandlot. And that is...
Okay, I thought it was going to be...
you don't need to do your drum roll. I mean, like...
So now we get to see The Sandlot versus... What's the next bracket going to be?
So in the next one, we're going to do basketball movies. We're doing hockey. We're doing...
So we get to see like Space Jam, Goon, maybe Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, what was the other one? Fighting. We're doing fighting. And then we're doing fake sports in the other one, too.
Fake Sports is going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
I want to see if that one makes it to the top. I'm curious. Either way, that is it for today at an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 11 minutes right now. Boom. Hour and 11 minutes.
Made it.
Thank you for coming by, Sean. Appreciate
problem.
you being on here. Are you going to be here for next time?
If y'all have me back, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're fucking hilarious. You're like the more handsome younger brother.
Damn straight.
Haha.
The youngest brother.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't put your fucking niece on your profile picture to try to get chicks. You know,
I know, right? You know, who does that?
Oh my god.
that's the first thing.
Having a
Sarah
fun
said.
time with daddy. I don't know.
Anyway, so we will see you guys on the next one. So definitely tune in and then go check out our other video that is now posted. I'm sure it'd be posted by now, of Tim doing the movie game where he easily won. I guess you don't know if he won.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know besides watching the video. Anyway, we will see you guys on the next one. Tim, Sean, do you guys have anything to say?
No, I'm good.
Don't die, everybody.
There we go. All right. See you guys on the next one.
Episode 1.